And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Diamond Dynasty Baseball coming your way on the show. It's Chicago taking on Houston. First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go now. And on the mound now, Tarik Skubal.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Christian Yelich, the leadoff batter as he swings through it for strike one. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Struck him out. Really fooled him with the breaking ball there. And now it's going to be Chipper Jones. First offering, and it just misses. Swing and a miss. One out, base is empty. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
One down, base is empty. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2.
This guy's seen two changeups in a row. Could be a little vulnerable for a fastball right here.
Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at bat.
Ball one, no strikes.
And downstairs.
2 balls, no strikes.
And that's a strike.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
That clips the zone. Full count now.
The count's full.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Almost a coin flip for the umpire in that call, but most umpires just don't want to give pitchers a break up in the zone like that.
Bernie Williams swings through it for strike one. That one almost got him.
Well, Boog, early on in this one, having a hard time getting settled in. He's not showing control to throw strikes, and let alone to throw it where he wants in the strike zone. This could be a tough one for him. He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. Nothing happening on the bases, though. Here's Trevor Story now.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
The shortstop takes the ball. Jones, the lead runner at second. De La Cruz at first. 2 out of the inning.
That's ball 2.
Squirts away a little bit.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
2 on, 2 outs. And down on strikes he goes. Here's the left fielder, James Wood. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1-0.
And another ball. And that's outside. Ball 3. That one misses. So a leadoff walk. One of our cover stars is at the plate, Elly De La Cruz.
Yeah, the first Reds player to be featured on the cover of the show.
Counts 1-0.
That must be a cool feeling for him.
And there's a base hit to left. Around second is Wood. Hung up in a rundown now. Tags the runner.
Batting third, the designated hitter,
Aaron Judge at the plate.
Judge.
Fouled off left side. Man at first, one away.
Runner!
Elly looking to steal. Cut on and miss.
0-2 is the count.
Save. De La Cruz gets his first steal of the game. Man at second. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Judge rips that one. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He scores and they have the lead.
Well, it certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
That one's in there. No balls, 2 strikes.
He's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees.
The center fielder.
Here's Joe Adell.
Adell.
Out there to center. The throw into second. Trying to wiggle out of a rundown now. Tries to get back, but he can't. The throw hangs him out. And we're back. Second inning set to go. And now the first baseman, Lou Gehrig. And Gehrig hit cleanup for that famed Murderers Row lineup as the Yankees were rolling off one World Series title after another. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Ramirez sizes this one up, makes the catch for the out. And here is Kyle Higashioka.
Batting seventh, the catcher, Kyle Higashioka.
Just missed. Skubal, when you talk about his skill set, he stops teams from getting hits. That's the thing that he's so good at. He's just really difficult to get base hits against. Now 3-0.
Well, he's got power and he has a reputation of being a strike thrower. So to his advantage, he can expand the zone. He can throw that fastball slightly above the top of the strike zone to get hitters to chase. He can also break it off because when you're geared up for good velocity, it's hard to stay back. You have to make a decision really early.
So a man at first. Evan Carter now at the plate. That misses, and that's ball 1. So what's the approach from an offensive perspective against a guy that doesn't give up a lot of hits?
I think you just kind of have to lean out over the plate and take your base. But seriously, you just have to try to shorten up. I think guys choking up on the bat a little bit to have some more bat control, be a little bit quicker, and don't get greedy.
And it's even up.
2-2 count.
And a slider misses down and away.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
And here is Zach Geloff. And that gets the inside corner for a strike. Geloff getting the start at second, hitting 9th in today's lineup. He's one of the few Major League Baseball players born in the state of Delaware. 2 outs. Stays alive. Good eye right there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Yeah, the 1-2 misses to even the count.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He picks up his 5th. And welcome back to the
Leading
ballpark.
for
Here's
Houston,
Jose
the
Ramirez.
third baseman, Jose
Page back to
Ramirez.
work. And that misses. 1-0. Next offering is fouled back. The pitch. And that one upstairs.
1 strike.
Hammered down the right side, but foul. Page winds and fires. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Satchel comes to the plate. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Higashioka up with it. To first. Got him. 1 away on the strikeout. Here's the catcher to hit. Mike Piazza.
Just not a good pitch to swing at. One reason he's an everyday player is he usually lays off of that junk.
That one at triple digits. Next offering is in for a strike.
I understand you want to try to gauge that guy's fastball, but you also have to be aggressive and ready to hit in your zone. Now you're in a tough spot.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Satchel into his motion. The long windup. Turns on the rubber. Kicks and fires. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. And there are 2 down. And here's the first baseman, Nick Kurtz. And he blows that one by him at 100.
The strong second inning is a confidence builder for him, a relief for his manager. Doesn't have to get into that bullpen quite as early.
Clips the corner. That is strike 2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. On to the 3rd inning. Now it's the right fielder, Christian Yelich. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
Well, these guys showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They've worked 3 walks already, so that proves they're not anxious up there. They're sticking to their game plan, and it's working.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
The batter, number 10,
Now Chipper Jones
designated hitter,
walked
Chipper
his first time.
Jones.
On the ground to the left. First 2 batters retired here in the top of the 3rd. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's the 3rd baseman, Elly De La Cruz. He reached on a walk his first time.
Ball 1, no strikes.
2 outs, base is empty. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. There's a swing and a drive. Drops in for a hit. Couldn't run it down. Round second, digging for 3rd. Caught in a rundown now. Thought about 3rd, but back to 2nd safely.
The center fielder, Bernie.
Put a pretty good jolt into
Williams.
that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
Next to hit, Bernie Williams. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Headed for the plate. The throw in, but it's offline.
Picks himself up an RBI. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Here's Trevor Story. He's 0 for 1. Missed with a changeup. Ball one. The shortstop takes the ball. That one finds the zone. Now 2 balls and a strike. Just missed. De La Cruz. And that is that. Set for the bottom of the third. Now at the plate, Evan Carter.
Right fielder, Evan Carter.
That's in there.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
And now the count is even. And strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. So the batting order turns over. Now the left fielder, James Wood. Just missed.
What's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Line drive, caught.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
De La Cruz at the plate for the second time as he takes ball 1. Swing and a miss. That one at 101.
Ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him. And we're back onto the 4th. And now the first baseman, Lou Gehrig. Check swing called strike. Strike 1.
Goes without saying, one of the biggest legends of the game here in Gehrig. Probably the greatest first baseman of all time.
In 1929, Gehrig slashed 300, 431, 584. Not too bad, right? Well, that was maybe the worst season of his career. Tells you about what kind of player he was. And here's the catcher, Kyle Higashioka. That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
And Gehrig only drove in 125 runs in that subpar 1929 season. This guy was an RBI machine. He held the record for career grand slams as well for 75 years.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Here's the left fielder, Evan Carter. And the first offering is not close. Cut on and lifted in the air. Wood on the move. Brings it in. And that is that. Ready to go. Bottom 4. And now the DH, Aaron Judge.
Aaron Judge.
And ball 1 to Judge. And Judge spoils that one. Backed off the plate that time.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Swing and a miss, and now 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. So here's the cleanup hitter, Cody Clemens. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. First pitch misses. Swings through that one for strike one.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking
strike.
ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just having a hard time catching up.
On the ground. Fair ball.
There's something about pulling one down the line and shooting it through the infield that's just so satisfying as a hitter. It's just fun turning on a pitch like he did right there.
Adele now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. 1-0-1 on the gun, swing and a miss.
3.
This one in the dirt, well done behind the dish.
Now batting, the third baseman, Jose.
And now it's switch hitting third
Ramirez.
baseman Jose Ramirez. Check swing and he went. Strike one.
0-1.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Williams makes his way towards it. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. We go to the top of the fifth. Now it's the second baseman, Zach Geloff. Skubal back to work. That's inside.
You know, this group of hitters just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Just missed. Next offering upstairs.
Here's an opportunity to do some
3 balls,
damage and
1
perhaps
strike.
unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
Strike on the inside corner. Got him looking. That's his 9th strikeout so far. So the lineup flips over. Here comes Christian Yelich. And he hits a ground ball right side. Takes it himself. And that quickly 2 away. Next is the designated hitter. Chipper Jones.
Now pitching,
Ball
Count
1,
20.
no strikes. Jones,
Young.
28 years old. He's usually a third baseman, but today he's the designated hitter. And a swing and a
I got
miss.
1
A
ball,
little
1
bit of a
strike.
day off for him. Instead of being at the hot corner, he can just kind of put the batting gloves on, hold the bat as he sits
1
on the
ball,
bench waiting
2
for his
strikes.
time to hit.
And a base hit up the middle. And with the inning still alive, here comes the heart of the order.
He was all over that one. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great
0-1.
wood on it, and there's just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it.
Fastball for a strike.
Ball 2.
Tying run is at first. And we're at the top of the fifth. Swing and a miss, and 1-0-2 on the radar gun. Goes down looking. And welcome back to the
Leading off
ballpark.
for the
And now the
Smugglers,
catcher
the
comes up
catcher,
to him.
Mike
Mike Piazza.
Piazza.
And a strike right through there. That one at triple digits. And that one is inside ball 1.
On the mound, he had a little trouble back in the first, but it's been a different story the rest of the way. Really settled into this outing nicely.
And that will fall. And a good start to the inning. To first, but it pulls him off the bag.
Pitch was in and
Now
off the
batting,
plate.
first
So hard to
baseman,
do anything
Rick
with the pitch in that location, but somehow he got the barrel to it and hit it well. Pretty amazing.
Kurtz takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. On the ground, could be 2. Steps on the bag for 1. On to Garrick at first, double play. Evan Carter getting ready to hit.
Really nice job up the middle just to take it himself. You know what? Take all the guesswork out of him. He let his momentum carry him into a really strong throw to first for that double play.
That one is absolutely belted. That's back. And it hits the fence.
The left fielder,
So
number
next,
29.
James Wood. That clips the corner. Carter leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Runner takes off. Swing and a miss.
No ball, 2 strikes.
And that's a stolen base, not even close. The 0-2. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. One hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Runner from second crosses the plate, and they lead by 2.
Well done. Drives in the run. Absolutely smoked the baseball. It just jumped off the lumber.
Ball
And
one,
when
no
you're able to
strike.
find a gap like that, Boog, you're even looking for a triple.
The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
1-1.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
He was a little out front, but did a good job keeping the hands back long enough to foul that pitch off.
1-2 now. In there, got him looking, and that one split the plate. And we're back. Now it's going to be Bernie Williams. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
Well, in this
0-1
one, the
count.
offense has sputtered. Somebody's got to find a way to get on, keep the line moving, and manufacture at least 1 run. Then maybe you get 2 or 3.
0-2 now
the
as he
count.
swings through it. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Gassed it right by him. Here's Story now. First
Ball, that's
pitch,
it.
and he just misses. That one at triple digits.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
One down, base is empty. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. And now 2-2.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than to have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Garrett at the plate and takes high there. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. And there's a fly ball deep right field. Up against the wall and brings it in. Bottom of the 6th inning.